mentally I'm right where I need to be, and physically I'm the best I've ever been. So, you know, I know it's 3 weeks. Grand Tours are always stressful, and you know, there's a lot to be settled out on the road, but going into it, you know, I'm quite confident in my ability at the moment.
Grand Tour dreams turned into nightmares.
It's clear
that I'm feeling really good right now, and I'm on the right path to fight for the Tour. But there are other riders who are also going well, and we'll have to keep a close eye on what they're capable of doing.
Opportunities perhaps missed for Quintana, and too few pure wins for Sagan.
Yeah, I did better seasons before, but I'm still young. I have in January 25 years, and my future is on the front. Now I can win maybe big classic and big races.
But who was unlucky and who wasn't capable this year?
Sagan, Quintana, and Porte. A lot of interesting nearly men this year in the peloton. For me, really, Porte, I think, was the guy who perhaps was most inconsistent, really, in terms of what he could provide and what people expected him to do this year. You know, his collapse there at the Giro, once again, just kind of raises red flags about, can Richie be a legitimate Grand Tour rider? Remember even last year in the Tour de France when Froome did pull out, everyone said, oh, Richie has a chance to ride into the podium, but the buzz around the peloton wasn't, no, Richie has that bad day. So Richie, I think the switch to BMC this year is going to be interesting for him. He has a lot of pressure really to prove himself on a Grand Tour.
Yeah, he had a fantastic start to the season, didn't he? He won Catalunya, Paris-Nice, Trentino. So I'm sort of loath to dismiss his season as a poor one. However, like you say, I feel that he really needs to go through a process, if he still has ambitions to be a Grand Tour rider, of, you know, finish really just toughing it out and finishing a Grand Tour in 5th or 6th or 7th when things don't go particularly well.
The other rider we're talking about is Quintana. He was one of the most talented riders we've seen in the peloton. Even Greg LeMond is calling him the most talented rider since Eddie Merckx. This year at the Tour, I think he could have won this Tour. He probably should have won this Tour. It was really his Tour. There were no time trials. A few things kind of went against him early in the race. Obviously lost that time in stage 2. At the end there at Alpe d'Huez, I think he just ran out of road. Had Alpe d'Huez been another 3 or 4 Ks longer, he might have won this Tour de France this year.
And he really lost the Tour in the first week, which we knew was going to happen to someone. I think he was probably going to have to wait 2 or 3 years for his next really good opportunity.
Yeah, then Sagan this year, kind of you know, in the classics, you know, the disappointment. Didn't win the stage of the Tour. He won the green jersey, but I think he won a lot of hearts and souls this year during this Tour. The way he raced, you know, how many top 5s did he have? I think he had 8 or 9 top 5s, and that descent he did off the Col de Mont, going into Gap, was absolutely spectacular. You know, when he's in his big group, he's not going to beat the sprinters, and then when he's in a small group, everyone just marks his wheel. He's so good that it's almost works against him sometimes.
I think he perhaps needs to learn to bluff a little bit. I think he still, you know, he kind of thumps his chest and he still comes out like Tarzan every day and wants to show everyone that he's the strongest, which usually he is. But sometimes it would be in his interest to, you know, maybe hang back, and some of the most memorable moments of this Tour come from him. I'm not sure Oleg Tinkov fully agreed, but I think, you know, they've patched up whatever difficulties they had now.